Good morning, Taurus, afternoon or evening, wherever you are watching this video, and welcome back to another tarot reading with Soulful. How are you today? So there's a bit of a heaviness in the air today when I was connecting with the Taurus energy, and as I was thinking and meditating on it and just sitting within that energy, a fly appeared. There seems to be a fly in here. I don't normally get flies up here in my studio. So this fly is really trying to get out, trying to get out of the window, trying to really just escape the room, okay? And I have screens up here, so I don't really know how to get it out, out the window. I'm on the second floor here. So it's kind of like, I took it as a bit of a message, with this energy that I'm feeling, that there's some people right now, I think, in general in the collective, that need to release some certain things, or maybe there's a decay, something that needs to be let go of, something long dead, okay, Taurus? So you might see that fly. It's kind of hovering around me at the moment. It keeps flying back and forth to the window and then back over here towards my altar, so we'll see what happens. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this reading. Dealing with the Taurus energy today. Dealing with the Taurus energy. Acting with Taurus energy. There it is. That's a big one too. Tell me, what is going on in Taurus's life today? What messages for Taurus? The Moon, Ten of Pentacles, and King of Wands. Okay, so I feel, Taurus, in the recent past or in your past energy, which you're moving through right now, you were really kind of drowned in the waters, okay? You were drowned in emotional waters, something that just, I feel you had been lost in for quite some time, perhaps some illusions even, something that you believed about yourself or another person. There was a real need for stability here because your current energy is the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Right now, I think you're focusing solely on yourself, okay? Solely on your family dynamics, your money, all right? You're trying to ground yourself in reality. There may be a familial situation going on that has your attention and your focus, but this is a good place to shift into, because I think in the past you were really emotionally, you were maybe too much in water. Do you see what I'm saying? You were just too much in your emotions, too much in your intuition, okay? Which, depending on your placements in your chart, could be good but could be bad, depending on how much water you have in your chart, okay? Because being grounded is important for Taurus suns, okay? But here I feel that as you move through this, there may be something, you may get a little stuck in this energy with the King of Wands in reverse here, or there was something that is related to this past emotional trauma, I almost want to say emotional realm that you were in, that you're still having a hard time leaving behind. You may have been very passionate about it, about that situation, but now maybe it's flipping. Maybe in the future energy here, or you're moving into this, I feel there's a bit of resentment, a bit of anger, something that still needs to be let go of, okay? I'm kind of thinking of this fly right now. I feel it's kind of significant in terms of like whatever the situation you were drowning in, okay? You could also have been dealing with a water sign, but whatever the situation you were drowning in was more of a catalytic event, okay? Maybe it was more something that needed to help you grow, okay, needed to move you into this. You probably feel really safe right now in this current energy that you're in. And I can understand that, you know. You may just stop feeling for that situation here with the King of Wands in reverse, which is normal. Sometimes when we bury ourselves in emotional events or something we're emotionally invested in, we kind of bounce back, and you can kind of develop, you know, the reverse kind of feelings for it. You can go from being very passionate about it to suddenly just blocking it off, okay? So let's have a look at this moon energy. Okay, yeah, definite illusion here with the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Chariot, and Justice. So I feel the situation in the past that caused you some emotional, you know, trauma. I really feel like you were going through a deep emotional problem here, okay? It feels to me as though you wanted to move towards something that you felt was not really going in your favor. You perhaps were stopped in a sense by the universe even. Okay, here with Justice in reverse, perhaps there was a karmic event, or there was someone that you were moving towards, okay, with the Chariot, or a situation you really desired, and your emotions, this is why your emotions were cycling around the way that they were. When this happens with, you know, the watery kind of realm, this energy, and you get buried in that, okay, there is just a cycle here of I need to move towards it, but something was stopping you. It was like you were stopped, okay, and it, you may have even felt like it wasn't really going for you. This is kind of the Taurus energies I've been picking up on. Is people, there's like two different energies, one where they're moving forward and the other where they're still releasing and still kind of stuck in a past event, okay? But it seems here that with the 10 of Pentacles, it's also possible you were hoping to create that with this person, and now you're growing a little bit dispassionate about that situation, which could be your forward momentum. Maybe you're growing dispassionate because it's time for you to move forward. Maybe you want to do something new. Tell me about the current energy. Lovers, Wheel of Fortune, oh my, and the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, so Taurus, I feel right now you are keeping something to yourself about a person, possible another water sign. It could be this one that you've been emotionally invested in. Okay, here, but I feel that it's a good direction that you're heading. I mean, we have the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. There could be someone coming forward or you coming forward, but you are in an energy of wanting balance, okay? You want a balanced situation to move in your favor, but you're keeping it to yourself here with the High Priestess in reverse. We'll dive into that in a minute here, but I do think that for you right now, you're ready to leave this emotional kind of trauma behind, because I think that you want something stable, okay? It could also speak to your environment. You're trying to embrace the love that you already have in your environment to stay stable. And I understand that. You know, if you were going through a really tough time emotionally, needing to ground yourself, right? Which you seem to be doing at the moment, okay? At the moment, you are letting the universe kind of take this over, right? But you're holding on to something to yourself here with the High Priestess in reverse. This could be also a bit of a block when it comes to the emotional kind of trauma you went through due to either a relationship or an experience here. You you know, your intuition was in the reverse. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you thought your intuition was working for you, but now maybe you're questioning how much you were just kind of drowning in intuition. And a little tidbit here, there is such a thing as unhealthy intuition, and diving into your emotional realm a little too deeply and into the intuition. We must be careful when we do that, because sometimes we're picking up the wrong messages, or sometimes we're picking up what isn't for us, okay? Or maybe we are creating a cycle that feels like intuition. You'll know the difference, You'll know the difference between intuition and something that maybe is not healthy for you. So it's a possibility that one of the main reasons you were going through this emotional trauma is because you were trusting your intuition. You were taking leaps of faith with your intuition, but that may not have been what worked for you. Maybe not saying your intuition was working against you, but maybe you were picking it up wrong or the situation wrong. So that message will be for some Taurus. Taurus is out there, I feel, okay, that intuition may need to be accessed in a different way for you than within the water realm. Okay, if you look at your placements in your chart, it might be important for you to figure out what exactly, where is it your emotions? Where were you coming from when you made this decision? Okay, to try and move towards something that it just feels here was blocked. Okay, so tell me about the King of Wands in reverse in this future energy. Four Wands in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles. So, like I thought, a foundation is important to you, but I feel that right now, whatever it is you're trying to create in this current energy with the Ten of Pentacles is something new. Okay, it's something new and it's something that you want badly. But here with the Empress in reverse, I feel that a slight warning would be to be careful how much you focus on finances. Be careful how much you dive into your finances, because I think here that with the King of Wands and the Empress in reverse, for you personally, self-care and growth, okay, while it's important, it's important to you right now because of this past emotional energy, which is, yes, it's heavy, okay, and it feels as though it needs to be let go of, it needs to be released, it needs to be allowed to be reborn, okay. With this Empress in reverse, what are you not allowing to birth? Okay, what are you not allowing to birth inside you currently? Because I feel any kind of anger or bitterness or resentment that could be created from this past event is going to cause a bit of a shift where you're going to start being like, okay, I just need to focus on nothing but my money. Okay, this is what I'm seeing here is, am I just going to focus on my money? Am I just going to focus on my home? Is that all? That's all I'm going to do? Because I feel that you feel right now this shakeup in your life. You're not very happy. You're not very happy in your life because you really wanted this situation over here, but you were drowning in. I keep hearing this. I'm drowning in somebody else's waters. It may have been another person that you were drowning in. Okay, let's take a look at the Wheel of Fortune energy. Take a look at the Wheel of Fortune energy. Ace of Cups in reverse, the Star in reverse. I get that a lot in Taurus reading, Star in reverse. So the reason why Wheel of Fortune is here, okay, on the board is to teach us a lesson that, not all starts, not all wishes, not all dreams are for us. Okay, there are times when we need to sometimes look at the practicality of something and try and decide whether or not we are letting something run away with us, okay? Maybe we are not so focused in reality, especially if you were in this Moon in reverse kind of deep water energy here, okay? And I feel that there was just a real new start. There was a new start that you wanted, and you were trying to offer love to someone, I think. Okay. And as you were offering love, it was just not being reciprocated. I also kind of get the vibe here that the other person slipped away. Okay. So, or in the situation that you were in, they slipped away and left you drowning in emotional waters. You were just drowning. They let you drown. Okay. They weren't invested in this situation, Taurus. And I'm sorry, but the Wheel of Fortune is here, and so is the Lovers. Because I feel for you, Taurus, the ones I'm connecting with. Love is important to you for some reason or another. Okay, love is very important to you, and you want to heal through love. You want love. You want it. I'm also seeing here that with the Empress, perhaps there was some abandonment, okay? And with these cards that I pulled here, that the wheel is trying to turn for you. You're on a part of the wheel where it's like you're trying to leave this behind because it's decayed, it's beyond its expiration date, so to speak. It's beyond the expiration date. And for you, you know, what are you not allowing yourself to understand about yourself? There's something deeper here within your core. This is how it feels. There's something within your core that needs to be shifted massively, and that's why the Wheel of Fortune is pushing you. Okay, it's pushing you to perhaps the secret that you're keeping, or something about it. Tell me about the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, some conflict. So I feel you are definitely, Taurus, within yourself. Okay, you could have kept the. This is crazy. The message I'm picking up here is that this event that happened to you in the past, that you were buried deep in your emotions with, you kept to yourself. Okay, you kept it to yourself. You weren't, I really get the feeling here that you weren't really ready to share it with anyone because of fear, fear of sharing it with people. Maybe you thought it was going to cause conflict here. So you kept it to yourself here. And with the Four of Swords here, I'm getting this vibe that you waited, or you slept on it. Like you thought, maybe if I just allow it to take its course, this will work out. This will work out for me. Okay, but with the Three of Pentacles here, I'm definitely getting a vibe that, you were trying to work with the other person. You were. But again, this person, it feels as though they slipped away and left you kind of just emotionally distraught. And now you're just trying to gain your footing. And you may be working on yourself. The situation may have triggered you to work on yourself because you kind of, wanted to find a new pathway, a new horizon for yourself. Okay, you wanted to create something new with the Ace of Cups in reverse here, but it was stopped. It was stopped. Whatever it was you were trying to create was stopped, and the emotions you poured into this person were possibly not being reciprocated here with the Star in reverse. And then reality kind of started slipping. It just started slipping. Okay. All right, so let's pull three more cards about the future energy here. Tell me about the Empress. Tell me about the Empress. Okay, so I knew it is a relationship, and a deep one at that, with the Two of Cups. Okay, you're looking for that. So I feel here with the Empress in reverse, okay, all right, Taurus, that there has been, you're still kind of attached to that situation, but you understand, or you're at least going to in the future, that you have been left out in the cold by the other person, okay? They may not be communicating with you. You want this deep balance, okay? And you may be ignoring, you may miss this person a lot, and you may be ignoring people, okay? You may even be ignoring yourself, so to speak. You may be not allowing yourself to accept even other offers from people, okay? I feel here with the Two of Cups, this is a connection that has either taught you something, a catalytic event, or it is a soulmate. I don't know about twin flame. It's possible. This was a deep twin flame, but I'm kind of more getting a catalytic event, especially with the way that this moon is here, with this energy in the past, okay? So let's go ahead and see what Source has to say. What advice do you have? Healing right now is very important. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, okay, with the Four of Cups here, it's kind of like maybe you've been a bit stubborn about this situation. You know, maybe you've been hanging on to it for a long time, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Maybe look at your North Node. Excuse me. That might be something that helps you. You know, that fly disappeared. I don't know where it's gone. Okay, so step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes it takes a realization that we've become stagnant, right? A fiery climax approaches. Fire energy. Full moon in Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries, or there could be, with this King of Wands in reverse here, I got the vibe that some of you were growing bitter, okay? We're growing angry and perhaps just pissed about this entire event. So it's possible that something is going to give. There's going to be an outpouring of anger or emotions. I'm not saying on this person, because I get the feeling they're not really around, okay? Or if they are, they're not in your daily life, all right? So I feel that it's going to be like an outpour, like screaming at the sky kind of event, where like you're trying to break free of these illusions, okay? So tell me, this is a really heavy energy. Emotions are running high. You know, this it's what I thought, you know, what is happening emotionally to you, and the energy you're trying to leave behind, was it balanced? Was the emotions balanced? Were you in a state where you felt safe, or were you depressed? It was just illusion. You're scared, perhaps. Some of you are angry that it may have been an illusion. You're upset at facing the reality of the event, perhaps. And I feel that, like I said here, with the fiery climax and the emotions are running high, there's something you're keeping to yourself, either about this or a different situation about this. Two of Cups thing seems really important. Okay, the Two of Cups, inner balance, this event. There is just, I feel there was something you were very patient about, okay, Taurus, and then you grew stubborn about it, and then you dug your heels in, and now you're angry. Okay, now you're angry because you were trying to probably give and pour your cup, but it was being emptied out. Okay, with the Ace of Cups and the Star, it was being emptied. And whether you realize it or not, that drains your energy. You know, and I think your energy was being drained, because here with the Seven of Swords in reverse, where was that energy going that you were pouring into this situation? Was it being received, or was the person completely absent? You know, was there some manipulation even going on here? Because I kind of feel that might have been a possibility. Maybe, but yeah. I don't want to get too far into that, but I do feel in the future there may be an outpouring of emotions that you were avoiding because you were so invested in this situation in the past here. So tell me, Source, what advice do you have from the angels? What advice from the angels? Can't shuffle today. What's going on with that? What advice from the angels? Love. This is all about love, okay? Especially with the lovers here. The heart of love is the heart of creation. All is possible through love. All is worthwhile for love. May all you think and feel reflect love's eternal truth. So I feel that message, take it how it resonates, okay? But I do feel here, when it comes to love for you in this situation, there is a need to allow yourself to feel the other emotions associated with love which so many are. You may be on a quest of love, okay, so to speak. You may be working on yourself, balancing your inner self, your divine masculine and feminine energies within you. Okay, you may be working on balancing these inside you. Perhaps there was, oh, I don't want to say, I don't know, I'm hearing this, a void, a hole, an empty space that you were trying to fill, but you just kind of got drowned within it instead. You know, but when you start working on yourself and loving yourself, okay, you are love. Situations like this, Taurus, they're far less. Okay, when you start attracting other people towards you that actually want to reciprocate, because I see here that for the most part, you know, that's kind of what was happening. Okay, that was your reading for today, Taurus, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.